Very good morning to you. This is George. It's an early kind of edition. Hope you don't mind. There we go. I tried to text SJ. I thought he was going to join me today. He probably has other things to do, and it's quite late. So here we go. Nice out. One six. That's a double pitch. On a 6-4-6-5 set. We have other people joining. Alright. Hey, Larry's in the house. So, the first result was a 1-6. Alright. Go back on our ATS. Nice up. Or two. I think that's a drift. That was a 6-4-6-5. So that's a double pitch again. Shit. Nice up. Three six. That's secondary. Six three. That's implosion right. Three five. Double pitch axis. everything comes down. Hi SJ. Alright. So I've been trying to call you on Skype, so please get on Skype as well. Let's do this. Alright, let me just finish off here, but I'm going to sort of open Skype just in case. Okay, so we're connected. I'm just going to make some adjustments here. Okay. Let me just see whether SJ got my messages first of all. Yeah, he did. Okay, so he's with us. I'll just start virtual camera and start the call. Hello. Alright,
Oh.
for some reason I can't hear him, but let me just
There we go.
I can see him, but I can't hear him. Just give me a second, guys. Skype. Settings. Audio, video. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Speakers. Alright, so let's test it. Hello, can you hear me? I can hear something. SJ, can you hear me? If you can hear
I can.
Okay, I can hear you too now. Alright, so good. Alright, so let me just set you up. I don't remember where I put SJ. So many people.
Yeah.
There he is, SJ. And I actually had, right, so I also had something to, okay, so if you place your dice result next to the hard 10, something like that, that would be brilliant.
Somewhere up in here.
Lower down, towards the camera basically, a bit towards the camera.
Oh, this way.
Yeah, I should do it. That should be good. Thanks. All right, brilliant. Okay, so let me just arrange some things here. To crop the table. This one we don't need. Just need this area here. So I can make it a little bit bigger. Alright, so I'll put the results over here. Cool. Okay, SJ. I was in the middle of the roll, so if you will allow me to finish that off, and we can We can go for it, right? Okay?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so where were we? We were at the 358 double pitch. And yeah, okay, let's continue. I regressed my bets. I didn't put any bets up, so let me just do that bet across. We're on the 6 and all betting. Alright, cool. One, 3, 1, 5. Double pitched. 6, 1, 7. Okay. Sorry about that. So we go over to SJ. I think he was here. Yeah. All right, SJ.
All right.
Hey. All right. So everybody's set apart from me. Repeat last. There we go. All bets. And we're ready.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Go for it.
Got a 628.
Okay.
Around here.
Yeah, should be okay. Thank you. All right.
All right. Hold on.
I'll wait for everyone to dice her out.
The 549.
5, 4. Good.
549.
Yep. Thank you. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Dice out.
Kids up on the wall. 5-2.
5, 2. Okay.
Lose.
It's the start. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure my roll is short as well. Alright. So we changed the scene.
Right.
Just repeat last. All bets. So from a 3-2-3-6, I'm just going to quarter turn that. Well, sorry, double pitch the dice to 3-2-4-1. See whether their results start making sense. Five, 3 secondary. Okay. Dice out. Three, two for one. Dice out. That's a 4, 5, 9. Okay. Dice are out. There's implosion. 3, 2 for one. Five, 3, 8, secondary. Coming down, across, minimums, switch bets off. Okay. Hi Tito, good morning. Still on a 3, 2, 3, 6, just double pitched it, 3, 2, 4, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit that button that you're ready so we can get on with it. 3, 2, 1, dice out. It's a 6 to 8 explosion of both dice. Okay, let's change the set. Same family. 4, 6 for 2 being the original. 4, 6, 3, 5 being the final. A 3, 2, 5. Inside. 6362 being the original, 6315 being the final. One, 3, 4. That's explosion. Okay, let's bet across. Original set is a 5153. Double page 5124. Thanks, guys. Dice up. Three, two, five. Okay. Back to 6362, I think. That's the original. 6315. Fine. Here we go. Hard 4, 2, 2. So it took us to 2, 3, 2, 1. We'll go and double pitch that. 2, 3, 5, 6. Hey, what's up, Hermes? Cousin of Hermes. 2, 3, 5, 6. Hard 4, that's a double pitch. That's how we start the set. We double pitched it to 2, 3, 5, 6, and it came back to its original self. So basically what we're doing is trying to adjust our mechanics to fit the set, or trying to adjust the set to fit the mechanics of the day. Here we go. Let's increase our bets. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dice are. Two, 3, 2, 1 original. 2, 3, 5, 6, 5. Six, 3, 9. That's a drift. Okay. Two, 6, 2, 3 becomes a 2, 6, 5, 4. Nice up. Five, 3, 8. That's front line.
Yeah.
All right. Poseidon Gaming had a very sort of short video put out about the mental side of the game, and I think people should watch it. Thank you very much for that, Poseidon. It was a very sort of educational insight of how you think about things, and I would tend to agree that, yeah, we do think about the pressures and the mental side of the game. However, do we practice for that or not? So we start with 6563 anyway. Perhaps a discussion for another time. 6514 is the final set, the double pitched set. Dice up. Go.
Yo.
3635 would be the original. Double pitch that. 36425. The 6-5 was explosion, right, by the way. Four, 2, 6. Secondary. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. You're very welcome, man, and thank you for your input. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the original set would be 1, 4, 1, 2. That would pitch that 1, 4, 6, 5. One, 2, 1, 4, 6, 5. That's secondary, I think. Did someone try to call us? I don't know. Was it you? Did you lose connection?
Oh.
Let me see.
No,
No,
no.
we're still here. Alright, so what was it? 1, 2, 3. So we need snake eyes, 10 and 12. Alright. No pressure. 3, 1, 3, 2. Double pitch that 3, 1, 4, 5. That's a 5, 1, 6. Front line. Was a 3, 1, 4, 5. So that was a primary hit, wasn't it? Yeah. This is a warning sign, and this is something that I sometimes try to comment on time when I'm watching other people shoot. When you have a certain set and you double pitch the set because you assume that your mechanics are going to double pitch it back into original, and then you see the final result being an on-axis primary result, you're thinking, okay, a bit dangerous. Anyway, here we go. 3531. That's the original. 3546 is a fine. Nice up. Hard 4. Okay. And we have a repeater on the 4. Okay. SJ, what time is it there? I hope you know.
Time is 10:19. 10:10.
10:19. Okay.
We
Is
good.
it too late for you? Shall I?
We good.
Okay. I'll cut it short so that you can do more shooting. 2, 3, 2, 1.
Good enough.
Yeah. You're okay.
Yes, sir. Don't cut nothing short.
All right. I was implosion. 2, 3, 5, 6 dice out. It's a 4-1-5. It's a drift. No, it's. What was I on? 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1. Double pitch. No, it's actually primary again. 2, 3, 5, 6 means on the other side was a 4, 1, 5. Okay, so I'll start setting the dice back to the original position now and seeing what happens then. Here we go. Let's go with a 5, 6, 5, 4. Three, 1, 4. That's implosional bolt, okay. Ah, it's a front line winner as well. Okay. So 2, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to quarter to no, yeah. I'm going to quarter turn the dice to 4, 2, 6, 2. From a 2, 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to go quarter turn both dice to take into consideration the implosions. 4, 2, 6, 2 dice out. Two, 6, 8. That's a secondary result. So we have from a 3, 2, 3, 6 original. We're just going to quarter turn the dice here. 3, 5. Sorry, 5, 3, 1, 3. 538. That's a frontline winner. Now it's a repeater 8. So where are we at in terms of rolls? Is it 20? Okay. Sorry, man.
There you go. Apologize.
6563. Just gonna quarter turn the dice to 2646. Dice up.
That's a 415.
It's 5451. 5451 is the original set. Just a quarter turn 3565.
Let's say 213.
There's nothing for me.
Nothing for anybody, unless you're on a crap list.
Yeah.
And I'm really good at those numbers, the 3 craps.
I think it was just 2 days ago I threw 9 of them.
Did nothing for me, but you know, still makes you look good on the quality of roll. Alright. Just that $5 across everything, you know. I'm doing my super press here. Super power press. $5 on each of my numbers. It's a joke. It's a sarcasm, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dice out.
Alright, 4241, quarter turn 5464.
Four, 5, 9. That was an off axis. 5.
I should be worried. 45 means 6465. Quarter turn 3626. Dice up.
One, 5. Secondary.
Takes us to 4145. Quarter turn 6424.
Three, 2, 1. Dice out. That's a 1, 3, 4. Oh, secondary, okay. 5, 1, 5, 3 is the original set. 6, 5, 4, 5 is the final set. It's just boosted up by a super power press of $5 each.
Yeah.
Baby. Casino is sweating now.
In the big part.
Six, 5, 4, 5, dice out. Bit too strong. 6, 3, 9. That was a double pitch. Okay, so we take that into account, and what do we do? When we take that into account, what do? We wait for another result. We are on the right sets, the kissing sets, 6, 5, 3, 5. The original says a 2, 6, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, 2 is the final. Here we go. Four, 2, 6. That was implosion of the left eye. So it means that I was on the right set. Okay. Takes us to 1, 4, 1, 2. Quarter turn to take into account implosions. 3, 1, 5, 1. This is why it's so tiring, to take all these decisions, and it does put you under a little bit of undue pressure to perform well after all those decisions. And I think what Poseidon Gaming was saying is that you need to sort of accept, meditate, whatever, and put everything into order. Once you take a decision, let's say on the dice set, forget about it. Focus on your grip, forget about that, focus on your landing zone, forget about that, do the toss. So it's quite a lot. I do want to give him his turn, Larry. 3, 2, 1, dice out. 3, 1, 5, 1. Dice out. That's a 3, 1, 4. Secondary. Okay. Alright, super power pressing again, $5 each. And we're all set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dice. 2, 3, 2, 1 would be the original quarter turn. 4, 2, 6, 2. 9. So what? Implosion, okay. The 4 is an implosion, right. That's a repeater on the 9, I think, yes. Super power press, $5 again. It's a 1514. Okay, quarter turn 2131. Four, two, six. That's explosion. That's a drift. I think that's a drift. 4, 2, 6. It is a drift. Because the set original is a 1, 4, 1, 2. Putting the aces here, 3, 1, 5, 1. Okay. Here we go. Let's just have a look. It's a 30 roll at the moment, 326 points. It's not bad. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2. Dice out. I think by slowing down a little bit, it gives me more time to think about the steps. Two, 1, 3. So yeah, that's a repeater on the 3. Sorry about that. That's explosion. The other one was on axis. Explosion left. Going back to 4, 2, 4, 1. Let's see whether I make the right decision on this one. No, it's not the right decision, so I'm going to quarter turn the dice again. Five, 4, 6, 4. Five, 1, 5, 4, 6, 4. That's a double pitch axis. Thank God I did what I did. 5, 1, 6, 5, 1, 6. That's a repeater on the 6. See, the thing is with me, I'm not after making a living out of, shooting well. A lot of people, assume that it should be enough to create a living for you. My perception of this is it's a game. You try and conquer the game by being a purist and never think about, causing harm to the casino or playing against other players.
Yeah.
Just trying to be the best that you can be. That's it, simple. Stay humble, do your practice. hard 4. That's another repeat on the 4. These are 7 one. We had one more. Yes, we did. So we must have had 8 fours. 2, 3, 2, 1. But that's not the important thing. It's a 5, 1. It's a 3, 5, 3, 1. That was implosion. So we did the right thing to quarter turn towards us. That's what I should be thinking about, not the actual result. Hi Ken, good morning. So our bets go up another $5. And the casino is really sweating now. We're at 500, sorry. Probably at 480 across after all that palaver. Here we go. 4262. There's all. And that's a 6-1, that's the end of it.
What a great,
4, 2, 6.
great roll.
Thank you, man. Let me just put down there 6-1. 7 out. No ATS, but I think it was a good roll. Was it 34? Yeah, it was a good roll. Okay, so we'll go over to SJ, who has been patiently waiting. I do apologize for that, man. Yeah.
If we was in the real casino, I think it's time to color up, probably.
Yeah.
Take a break.
That's very true. That's what I would do. But I've got my friend coming up, and sometimes, you know, I think it happened to us when we first met up with Chef Dice. He was on stick right, and I think he threw at 22. And then the dice came to me, stick left 2. I had a 27. Then after that,
Nice.
and then after me, there was Super Mario. And
Oh, yeah.
he did a 29. So that's, you know,
Yes, sir.
it's just extreme. But it does happen. So I do trust your throw. You have a very good throw, SJ. So let's go for it. Put your bets up, guys.
Right.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks, everyone.
No, baby.
Let's see. Everybody ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dice out.
Got a 415.
Beautiful. Nice, nice height. I like the height on that one. 1-5. Okay, thanks. SJ, are you on Crapsee as well? Let me see.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm using on my, I'm using my phone to stream. So,
Okay, got you.
yeah.
All right. So let me just do my bets. And dice are out.
Oh, man. You know what that means.
Tell me.
5 dudes. You already.
So did you use a 5-4-5-1? Or
No, that was a 6-2-5-4.
6-2-5-4. A single pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a 6-2-5-4.
Oh, from a 5-6-5-4 you went 6-2-5-4. Okay, so you're
Quarter turning the dice away from you, the left die, right? That's what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if I can just offer something, I'm thinking about all these. Let me just put this in. The single pitch adjustment for one die. I'm starting to think about it, and I believe that 90% of the time I would actually avoid it. I need to be really desperate to actually go to a quarter turn of one die. I would prefer to go double pitching of the die more often than not, because if I go single pitch, and it's so easy, it's 19 millimeters easy to, you know, go to the 5-2 or the 4-3 or the 6-1, depending on whatever the set that you're using, the V set that you're using. So I would go more extreme as opposed to less extreme. So if I was to start a set 3-2, 3-6 and double and say, okay, I'm not sure, I would go 3-2-4-1, double pitch the set immediately, as opposed to go to 3-2-1-3. I don't know why. I was just thinking about this morning. It's either the original set or the double pitch set. That's, I don't know why. I'll articulate the why later on, but I was thinking about it this morning. I just wanted to share it out with everyone. Anyway, all right, here we go again. You guys ready? All right.
Start with primary 3-2-3-6.
So that's what? That's explosion. There we go, 5-2. All right, let's repeat. So from a 3-2-3-6, we went rotation, explosion. So what we're going to do is go 2-4-6-4. Here we go. Quarter turned away from us. 2-4-6-4. Oh. Sorry. Accept. Dice out. Hard 8, that's a primary. I'll take that. Or 6-4-2, quarter turn away, 6-3-2-3. This is a Sarge set when he was using the power shot. Let's go. 3-2-1, dice out. Oh man, 6-1. Wow. What was that? 6-1 for 6-4-2. That was implosion. Topside implosion, right. Back to you.
Here we go.
All right. Last. Let's go.
That's a set.
And dice are out.
Two, three, five.
Nice. Thank you. Seven out of 8 are ready. 3, 2, 1. Dice out. Thank you, guys.
Three, two, five.
Back shot. Well done. Thanks, man. Four, 5, 6, 7. Dice are out.
We got him back on the 5. 1, 4, 5.
1, 4. Good. Thank you. Dice out.
Got a 6, 3, 9.
Beautiful. All right, can you? I'm very interested to know the sets that you're using. Are you just using one set?
This is one set, 2, 1, 2, 3.
2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so inverted V set. Very nice. I like that. Thank you. So the 639 was a double pitch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dice are out.
Double pitch.
2, 5.
2, 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about that last shot? What do you think was the mistake?
A little low on the trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did you see it getting caught under the gators?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think the important parts are, you know, for you to actually, you did see things happening. So that to me is more important, and that's practice. That's why we do practice, right? So
Yeah.
just give the the dice a little bit more breathing space on the landing zone. So if you are aiming, let's say, if you are looking at a specific, then take your stair and put it, let's say, 5 inches before that, so that your hand will actually account for that difference. So if I'm looking here to land them here, then if I feel that they're too close and they're catching underneath and coming down very hard, what I would do is move my stair somewhere here, so that the dice land and they have a bit more breathing space to rotate without catching underneath the gators. There we go. Let's stay humble.
I'll try the 2, 1, 2, 3 as well. Dice out.
It's a 369. That's what adrift. Okay.
2, 3, 2, 6 would be the next set.
Three, two, one.
Dice out.
6-5 yo. That's implosion.
Four, 6, 4, 5.
Thanks, guys. Sorry. That was really short. It's almost, it is 0.7 out, right? Yeah, it was. Sorry about that. Ouch. Here we go. What a shame. Okay. And dice are up. Dice out. MSJ, are you there? Okay.
Yep. Yep. It's a hard forward.
All right. Cool. Nice. All right, dice are up. Can you repeat that? Sorry. I can't see, and I can you tell me what it was because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? 426.
Okay, 426. Thank you. All right, dice are out.
I'm not sure. We got a hard 10.
Nice. Thank you, sir. A big kahuna.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Dice are out. I did not hear anything. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. 314 point winner.
Okay.
Line winner.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press that button, guys. Dice are out.
Got a 246.
All right. 2, 4. Okay, thank you. 7 out of 8. 3, 2, 1. Dice out.
Got a 628.
6, 2, 8. Beautiful. All right. 6 out of 8. 7 out of 8. 2, 1. And dice are out.
617.
Oh, okay. Well, it was much better than mine, so don't worry about it. All right. We're at 62. I will go once more, and hopefully you can go once more as well. We've got time, but let's just have a look at how people are doing before we do anything. Let's go to Crapsee. Alright, Larry's doing very well. Waylon didn't show up today. Mel is not here. Marble, I think he was here. Money Shot is here, plus 760. Do we have anyone in the negative? I don't know. Let's just see. Yeah, we've got a few people. Blacklight, Mike Dice, I think he's 808, Bunker. I'm just hoping that these people are going to come up. There we go. Alright, so 25 plus line. I'll go a bit higher on the ATS. Here we go. Everybody's set. I'll go with the 1565 and see whether I need to reset my mechanics. It's a 3/4 drift. Need at least two shots to make sense of anything. 1565, dice out. Splitting the grip. Dice out. That's a 4-6-10. Okay. And what are we going to do? Here we go. One 5-6-5. Split the grip. Dice out. 5-1-6, that's secondary. I'll come down. Splitting grip. Dice out. 5-6-0. Second one, which is on axis, so going to move to B sets. Let's go with a 6-3, 6-5, 6-3.
Split grip. Dice out.
268. Secondary.
Three, two, three, six. Split grip.
Five, three, eight. Up on the 6563. Good mechanics.
Split grip. 6563.
459. That's a drift.
Takes us to 6465. Nice.
Three, five, eight. That's a double pitch.
One, three, one, five. Split grip.
That was a bad throw. 5-2 was explosion left. Alright, so that puts us where? That was a 9. Puts us 71. Your turn, bro. Let's go. Alright, so I believe in you. I think this is your turn. What I want you to do is to focus where you land your dice. If you're using V sets, try and land them towards the center as opposed to the right side of your table, and you should be good to go. Here we go, dice out.
Yeah. Got a 5-1-6.
Okay. All right. Are you on the 2-1-2-3?
Actually, since I've been double pitching, I started with a 2-1-5-4.
Okay, double pitched it. Good, good. All right. In 3, in 2, in 1. Dice out.
6.
What was that?
426.
Okay. 426, that's a front line. Very nice. Five, four, three, two, one, and dice are out.
Seven on the come out.
What was that? What sort of 7?
There's a 527.
Primary, okay. All right. Let's do this again. Five, four, three, two, one. Dice out.
Got 617.
All right. All right, what I want you to do is take the same set, the 2154, yeah,
Uh-huh.
and quarter turn it away from you to a 1542.
Dice out.
All right, dice up.
542. Now 123.
All right, that's a secondary. One, 5, 4, 2.
All that set.
Dice are out.
Got a 415.
All right, 4, 1, 5. That's explosion of your left die, and this is what you have been doing. So let's keep it going like that. 1, 5, 4, 2. Dice are out.
Got a 639.
All right, that's a primary for this set. Thank you. Dice are out whenever you're ready.
Got a 1, 3, 4.
All right, that's a double pitch. So, aren't you happy you did this set? Let's go. Five, four, three, two, one. Dice up. What was that?
6, 2, 8.
6-2. Okay.
6, 2, 8.
Because from the jump of one die, I knew it wasn't a primary.
Yeah.
It had to be out of sync. So it was on axis secondary. Okay. That's good. Let's keep it going in 5, 4. Thank you guys. Dice are out.
Got a hard 8.
All right. So that's explosion of left die. We're on the right set for that. 1, 5, 4, 2, right?
Yep.
Cool. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys. Dice out.
Oh man, kissing to a 3, 4, 7.
A 3, 4. So that was implosion of the left eye. That was a decent roll, man. That was an 11. I think it was an 11. So, yeah. Well done. I think you did really well in this one. And I don't know, do you want to talk about it a little bit? You know, maybe anybody else wants to contribute to the conversation. Are you finding any problems, SJ?
Just so I'm still trying to figure it out, George. You know how it is. I'm still learning, but yeah, those double pitches and just knowing when to learning the signs of when to switch.
Okay, the warning
When to-
signs,
when-
you're right. And it was something I wanted to talk about. There are some warning signs, obviously. The 3, 4, 7 was quite unexpected, to be honest. So you couldn't have accounted for that simply because what your dice were doing up to now was either staying on axis, double pitching on axis, or exploding. So we went to a set which would help you minimize the explosion effect. And then there came an implosion. And that was something that, you know, you can't account for everything. So,
Yeah.
but you can actually, during a live casino game, adjust the set. That should be your go-to solution, I would say, and this is what I would recommend. Hello, Hazel. Hazel is online, SJ, Mrs. SJ.
Yeah.
Something else that I can see in the chat, Brian is saying, double pitch killed me this morning too, but at least I was consistent. Yeah, there's this element of consistency that we talk about as people who practice, and I think it's very, very true that the more you practice, the more consistent you become, and there are days that your consistency is going to lead you to specific dice behavior, such as the double pitching, and you need to be able to either accept it or adjust to it and try to adjust the sets in order to sort of alleviate the problem with set adjustments. If you find that your sevens are all over the place, perhaps then yes, you should interfere with your mechanics. But if it's a one specific dice behavior like the double pitch, then perhaps it's best to adjust the set while you are at the casino. Now, what precedes that is the practice part, and this is why we practice. What we practice here is actually taking the chance of double pitching a set to begin with before we send it out to the back wall. And I remember when I first suggested this to Brian to try it live, and I think the reaction was the same when I told his wife to try the same thing live. She says, but there's a 7 on top, I cannot throw that. The idea is to say, well, it doesn't really matter what numbers are there. What matters is how your mechanics are changing the numbers, how your mechanics are affecting the behavior of the dice. So how you start will affect the end result as well. No, it's not ignorance, Brian. I was one of those people who would never use the all 7 set, and I did find that yes, there are times that the all 7 sets are going to bail you out simply because your mechanics are not supporting you on that particular day. You're double pitching and going off axis, so the all 7 sets should be ideal for you, and the same as the kissing sets, unless you're drifting. So there's a plethora of sets to help you out, but also we should never ever forget that the time to fix the mistakes is at home when we practice, and where we try to recognize the micro adjustments that we need to make to our grip, to our landing zones, etc., to the velocity that we send the dice, the height at which we send the dice out. There are so many things that we can actually do to make our throw better, and the time to practice those is at home, as opposed to changing dice sets as I usually do. So yeah, I do apologize for that. But if I do a series on mechanics again, I would probably try and include all the adjustments that I have learned from others, or I have found out myself and used, so that people are more aware. Alright guys, if anybody has any other questions, says Jay, I don't know whether you want to comment on anything, or put Jay, you still there? You're keeping very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you said everything very well. And, yeah, I'm just gonna keep practicing, stay humble.
I think you're one of those people who actually is very humble by nature. You just get your head down, and I saw you shoot live at the casino with Brian, and I was there as well one time, yes, because we did meet up, and I remember the way you throw is just
Just keep your head down. You don't bother the dealers or anything like that. Very polite, and I think that's perhaps one of the easiest ways to calm yourself down as well. Because you don't set your expectations too high. You just focus on what you're doing in the moment and do the best that you can. And I think that you don't feel much pressure when you're at the table. I don't know, am I right or am I wrong?
Now there's a little pressure, but that's just because I always want to do good, you
Yeah.
know. And but mainly I put the pressure on myself. But I do know that most of my long rows have come, you know, like you said, I was more relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
took my time a little more. Um, like you said, a little. I believe my breathing was a little slower. Like you said, almost just you get in a certain
Yeah.
zone, and yeah, things just seem to slow down. You know.
Yeah. And I think, a lot of people need to actually do this just to slow down. Slow things down, first of all, in your head, and take the time to process whatever you're doing. I believe in a couple of things when it comes to setting dice is to compartmentalize, first of all. And I think at the, when I do my outro, I think you will see there's a rotating thing going around, which gives you different parts of the toss. And I think the first decision that I have to take is, how do I start? So what set am I going to use? And for me, the obvious choices are, having sort of thought about it so much, is to try and use a kissing set, because when you are dealing with same color dice, the kissing sets will give you the most information about dice behavior, regardless of the results. If you use any other set, then have this in mind, that the sevens are the only numbers that are going to give you the information that you need. For example, in a 3-2-3-6 set, if you get a 5-2-7, then you know that your right die is doing something stupid. If you get a 1-6-7, you know it's the left die. If you get a 3-4-7, then you know that you're on axis, but you just double pitched. With a 1-3, with a kissing set 1-5-6-5, for example, you know that if you get a 3-5-8, you know that one of the two dice is imploding. So it's giving you information. It's off axis and it's imploding. If you get an on axis 1-6-7, you know that you're primary on axis, which is another good point. And if you get hard 10, again, you're on axis. 5-2 is a double pitch, you're on axis. Hard 6, you know that you imploded both dice. Hard 8, you know that you exploded both dice. So you get very, very specific information about how to go forward. A lot of people don't see that. And a lot of people just say, okay, I'm going to go with the set I practice with. The set that you practice with may be a hardware set. It's not going to give you the information that you need. If for example, you're on a 4-2-4-2 set and you get a 6-5 result, which die was a 6? Was it the left die or the right die? In other words, was it an implosion of the left or an explosion of the right? This information may turn out to be very useful to you, because if you use a 3-2-3-6 and indeed it was the left die that imploded, you're in trouble, because the implosions are more dangerous on a 3-2-3-6 than they are on a 3-6-3-2. So there are these specific minute details, the 19 millimeter details, which make all the difference in the next step. So I would probably start with a kissing set, 2 or 3 rolls in. That's the luxury that you're given at the reel, because 2 rolls in, you have to take a decision which is going to be the dice family of sets that you're going to follow. If you're not sure, don't bet a lot until you get, you know, your bearings on that table. But once you do, you know, feel free to follow the same family of dice set that you have been using. You can change the numbers to get to the ATS, I guess. Then come the warning signs. The warning signs on V sets are a little difficult to read, but they are there. There are no warning signs for hardware set. The only two warning signs that I have found is that if I use a 4-2-4-2 set, for example, and I get a 6-5 result followed by a 2-1 result, I am worried. I am worried that I'm going to get a 7 after that, because the left and the right die, the way they behaved, if taken separately between the two results, would either be a 6-1-7 or 5-2-7. So I'm worried about the next results, but that's a bit out there. It's not for everybody. Other than that, you don't get warnings with hardware sets. They are the safest set because their 7s are 38 millimeters apart from each other on both dice. But other than that, you don't get the warning. V sets give you some warnings. For example, a 3-2-3-6, if you get a 5-6 or a 2-1-3 result, you know you double pitched, you know you should be worried. And when it comes to kissing sets, if you get on-axis results, you should be worried because the kissing sets are used for off-axis results. So I'm giving you guys a lot of information, and I do apologize for going into one. I think it's been a minute since I've actually spent some time explaining the thought process that goes through and how much you need to practice in order to have these thoughts and these decisions settled into your mind in order to make it very easy for the next decision. Do the grip, decide the landing zone, decide the velocity, the height, send the dice out, follow through, wait for the result. So it's a lot of things, it's a lot of minute details that are involved. And sometimes I do envy people that don't go through this process. They just pick up the dice, they shake them, bake them, throw them. Life is so much easier for them. But I chose this to be my sport, my game. So I guess I do think a little bit before I throw. Hope I haven't bored everyone to death. I think everyone is fallen asleep and left their live on.
I appreciate it.
I can't hear you. Did you say something? Sorry.
I said I appreciate you, George. I appreciate the info and the time you give us.
I hope it makes sense. I hope it does make sense. All right. Well, I just want to say a big thank you to SJ for joining me on the live. Thank you so much. Hope we can do more of these.
Hey, no problem.
And thank you so much, Hazel, for for your input there. Thank you so much, and everybody else who joined. It's time for me to get ready for work. I'm sure it's getting late for you as well, SJ.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, from myself and SJ, have a great one, guys. This is George. Dice are out.